You know what this feels like? It feels like you're gripping a basketball, but as a kid. You know what I mean? Like you see people grip it, but I don't have normal size hands. These are like below average size hands. Hold on, give me your hand, Tyler. Is it, we have the same, okay, we both have below average size hands. All right, so we got the new Sony 28-70 f2 G Master zoom lens. Is it worth it? Oh, this is so cool. I like this setup a lot. Okay, so I attached the Action 5 Pro to my camera so we can do some nice POV shots. We're gonna take photos of Tyler and yeah, showcase what this lens can do. Okay, so let's stand right over there and I'm gonna push the lens all the way to 70. Yeah, to get a compressed shot. And let's see what it looks like. There's some fairy lights in the background, so I wanna see what the bokeh's like. All right, here we go. Dude, that's nice and round. It's not like oval or anything. Okay, this lens is actually pretty sharp. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna do a lower angle shot over here. So yeah, go ahead and step towards me. So, 28-70, Tyler, what do you think of that focal range? Like, is that something that you'd be interested in a lens?
I mean, like you were saying earlier, I think the 24 is like nice to have that just like little bit extra.
Yeah.
But also I could see, also like you were saying, for like wedding photographers, like you, at 24 you kind of start to distort the edges. 28 prevents you from doing that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So if you're like super run and gun photo, maybe that's nice, so you don't accidentally have that distortion.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like a good limitation sometimes.
Yeah, and shooting at f2 is actually kind of fun, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This lens is so heavy, my arm's already getting tired. Also, the grip on my A7C Mark II is small, so I feel like it's really imbalanced. You know what I mean? That's kind of hurting my hand because it's like so front heavy. So I kind of wish I had a bigger camera grip, you know? All right, so I'm gonna do a focus breathing test. I'm gonna rack focus from Tyler to the background just so you could see the lack of focus breathing on this lens. Focus on Tyler. I'm gonna rack focus to the background. Ooh, no focus breathing. It looks really natural. Very cool. Now, I don't even have focus breathing compensation turned on my camera, so that's cool. It's pretty much no focus breathing at all with this lens. Very nice. Ooh, I know, let's just have a series of like just walking shots.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna hit something, am I? Okay. Am I gonna hit something?
Nope.
Oh. Tyler, I'm gonna hit something.
You're good.
Okay, we're good. Okay, tell me if I'm gonna hit something. Are you sure? I feel like you're gonna play a prank on me. I'm gonna hit something.
Nope.
Are you sure?
Still sure?
I'm gonna fall and break this camera. I gotta return it back today.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna hit something.
Uh-oh.
Am I?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Please let me know if I'm gonna hit something. Tyler, you should have told me I was gonna hit something. Oh, did she? Okay. I think I create my own fears in my head. You know why I'm freaking out? It's because if I was in your shoes, I would totally prank you and be like, oh yeah, you're fine, you're totally fine, and you back up into like a trash can or
Wait,
something.
you're just mean then.
Oh, no. All right, let's talk about this lens. So it's pretty much similar to all of Sony's recent G Master lineup. It's weatherproof, has a smooth focus ring, smooth zoom ring. It's got an aperture ring that's declickable. It's got 2 multi-function buttons, which you can assign whatever feature you want. It's got 4 XD linear motors, meaning it's silent. It's very fast and accurate when it comes to autofocus performance. And yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of my 24-70 G Master lens, but it's not as wide. It does have a focal range of 28-70, which honestly I'm not a big fan of as a videographer. I kind of want that wide 24mm focal length, you know what I mean, for like wide shots. I feel like this is more for photographers that want a zoom lens that covers all their main prime lenses, like a 35mm focal length, a 50mm, 85, well, not 85, but a 70. And when you're shooting at f2, like you're gonna get that nice creamy bokeh. It's gonna look great for portraits, so really great for portrait photographers and for wedding photographers. But as a videographer, as a filmmaker, I don't know if this lens is for me. Also, look how chunky this lens is. Like I feel like it's not really well balanced with my A7C Mark II. Maybe if I had a camera like the new Alpha 1 Mark II or the Sony A9 Mark III or the A7R5, you know, a camera that has a bigger grip. Also, the lens hood does have this little filter door, so if you want to adjust your filter, you totally can. That's pretty nice. And overall, it's a great lens. It's super sharp, it's fast, it's a fantastic performer, and it does compete with Canon's 28-70. But again, as a filmmaker, I don't know if I really like this lens. At least it's not really for me. Also, I already have a prime lens that I'm really happy with, and that's my Sony 35-1.4 G Master. I could shoot a f1.4 all day with that lens and I'm totally happy with it. Also, in my camera bag, I got all the main zoom lenses, my 16-35, my 24-70, my 70-200, plus a 2x teleconverter. So yeah, I don't think this lens is for me because I already have all the main zoom lenses plus my 35 prime, and so I feel like I'm good. Okay, so the one weird thing about this lens is that it has a very rare filter thread. It's 86mm. That's the first time I've heard of a 86mm filter thread. So there's that. Okay, we are done with the lens. Not too shabby. Great for portraits, pretty decent for video. f2. That's nice. So that's the 28-70 f2 G Master lens. It's great, it's big, but I don't know if I'm personally going to add it to my camera bag, mainly because I pretty much have all the lenses I could possibly need, and the only prime lens that I actually like is my 35-1.4 G Master. And so, yeah, as a videographer, as a filmmaker, I don't think this lens is for me. But if you're a portrait photographer, if you're a wedding photographer, and you want one lens to kind of cover all your prime lenses, then the 28-70 f2 G Master is definitely a good option. So if you want to check it out, links will be down below. I'm out of here. We're gonna get some grilled cheese, right? Just grilled cheese. No bread, just the cheese.